this still to do. Five covers. 5 covers. 3 covers. 1 dining table. 3 more covers. 3 more covers. 1 more cover. I think that's it. And then I got another 2 cover order last night and another dining room table last night, plus a couple other orders pending. So we have a ton of work to do. I milled up some of this poplar now for the 5 covers. This is for a rental property, so we're going to be building these 5 covers, and then we're going to be staining them, I believe, gray and black, or just gray. I'm not sure. The client's still debating that. But we have a ton of work. I'm not sure. You can see my shop is small. I'm just struggling right now. So there is something coming up hopefully in the next couple of weeks or months for me. But I just have a lot of work to do, and I'm kind of stressed. I also have a lot of maintenance work. I got to install those big strong stretchers and these legs on a walnut slab table that I did end of break for Christmas. So I got to go back up there and just put that all together. It's going into a new construction site, so I couldn't do it at the time. So I just stored this here for now, and then we're going to touch these up and then get them up. This is all black walnut. So we just have a lot of work to do. It's a little stressful right now, but it's a good thing, and it's good stress. I need a bigger shop, and that's that's my intention right now. I just can't work, especially when it's cold like this. Using outside, I can't utilize it as much. So we're going to see if we can make it happen. Either way, I have some poplar underneath there. I have a ton of poplar up here. I just ordered, and some 5/4 poplar up there. This is all 4/4. So these are all for variety of covers. We have, I want to say 15 to 16 we got to do, plus the 3 we already have built, and then the 3 or 5 we already have milled up. So, all right, let's go. Okay, so this video is not a how-to video or an instructional video at all. This is more going to be like almost an in the shop, just almost just daily back and forth between multiple projects we're working on. We have a ton of projects, maybe 10 to 12. We're going to try to get done within the month, and not counting all the orders that are coming in. So, and we'll also finish up some orders prior from the New Year's. So right now, this is a 5-piece order that we have. We're going to be staining this gray. I'm not going to be showing you everything, just going through some of the steps and going back and forth between this and dining room table order. We have an end table order we're probably going to start. We have 2 dining room tables, but we're probably going to show you just the one. And we're probably going to show you probably about 10 of these radiator covers are going to be assembling and building up different variations. Some are going to be stained brown, some are going to be stained gray, some are going to be natural, some are going to be painted white. I'm not going to show all that, but just give you an idea just how busy I am in some of my workflow, and how I kind of monitor and track everything and keep everything in perspective, and just kind of like keep everything in order too, because that's the thing. When you start doing this many orders, I do make mistakes. I'll get confused. I'll go back and forth. I'll mix one order up with the other. I'll start milling stuff up. That's why I try to mill up each order separately and then go and do the next step from the next order. So if I'm milling up one order, I won't mill up the second order until the other order is almost assembled or ready to assemble. That way I don't get confused, because I have done that. I mix parts up, and because I have so many orders going on. And this is going to be one of these times where I can do that. So this is kind of controlled chaos. All right, let's go. Three more frames. I'm going to start milling up. Well, cut them, and then we're going to run them through the planer sand route, put our pocket holes in. So then we have another 1 or 2 we're going to build from up there, and then another 3-piece order and an end table order I got to start. Okay, so if you're somebody who likes to see a nice clean shop and good aesthetics, this is probably not the channel for you or the video for you. This is real. This is gritty. It's a small shop. It's a cramped shop. There's sawdust. There's scrap wood. There's just a mess everywhere. We're just busy and it's just real. I do try to clean the shop out once a month or so, do a deep clean, but right now it's just so backed up, I just don't have the time to do it. And it's not really an excuse, is the truth. I do try to clean it out, but it's just a small shop. And I am trying to address that right now. So right now we are looking at some options. It's just not as easy as I would like right now. And there's a couple things that are in the way of me doing certain things. But either way, so this is what it is. We're just busy. This is not a how-to video, but it gives you an idea of real life, what you're going to have to deal with if you're woodworking in your busy shop, building a lot of furniture, building different types of furniture and projects, and doing little DIY carpentry and finished carpentry, etc. This is kind of reality, what you're going to be dealing with. You're going to be a delivery man, you're going to be a painter, you're going to be an installer, you're going to be, an accountant and everything. All right, let's go. All right, off to another delivery. This one's going to be in South Philadelphia. This is going to be a rental property for 5 covers. We're going to install these, deliver and install these. So we got
merge onto Bear Avenue.
more. Big top. So here I'm just milling up and cutting up and preparing the frame for an oak dining room table. This is going to be 79 inches long, 40 inches wide, and it's going to be about 1 3/4 inches thick on the top. It's going to be about 30 inches high. So we're just milling everything up. This is all white oak. This is going to be 6/4 white oak we have here. And we're just going to be using mortise tenon joinery. We have 5-degree angle cuts, as you saw we cut, and then we're setting our domino here to 5-degree angle cut here, and we're just going to put our mortises in, and then we'll just add our loose tenons later. We'll dry fit first, then we'll do a glue up, clamp it up, let it sit, and then we'll finish sanding down the top. We're going to put a couple coats of general finishes, dead flat polyurethane on it. We're going to probably go through a whole can or two of that. We're going to put like probably 4 coats on because it's a real flat looking finish, and it doesn't even look like it's on there. This white oak really does soak things up. So Right now we're just assembling the frame, and this is not really how to video like I mentioned a couple times here, but this gives you an idea how I assemble my angled frames. These are going to be like octagon type legs, but the wider side is going to be facing the top, and the narrow side will be facing the bottom. Usually it's the other way around, a lot of my stuff when I build these, but either way will work. You could build the same exact way and just flip it over, either way. So that's what we're doing here. We're just going to do that. We're going to put some coils on with some double-sided tape and clamp it up with the glue and let it sit for a day or so. So that's what it'll kind of look like. Okay, so here we put some the dead flat General Finishes polyurethane on the top, and the client really wanted this because it's good with white oak because it doesn't really discolor. The white oak doesn't give it that yellow or reddish tint as much, especially when it dries. It kind of looks very natural, but it also looks like there's nothing on it too, so it kind of looks deceiving. So over here, we're just going to set up the frame for to mount the top. We're going to be using some threaded inserts for the middle stretcher. We're going to have some oversized screws just to help mount it, and then we're also going to use some Z-clips. Here's another set of covers that we have done that we're going to deliver. These are stained Osmo walnut, and like I said, we're going to be going back and forth, and now we're back to the oak table. So we have so many orders, like I said, we're just kind of going back and forth, trying to get as much done as we can. And now moving on, since the oak dining table is pretty much done, We've got to do at least one more sanding of the top and one more coat of polyurethane, and then we're going to deliver it. But in the meantime, we're going to start another cover I have to build. This is going to be with an aluminum inset. So these covers are a little different. There's a different style. It's probably my favorite style, to be honest with you, that we're gonna build right now, real quick. So then we have another three-piece order we're going to start working on, and then a one-piece with it. So I don't think we're going to get into all that because this video will be too long then. But and I'm not sure if I'm going to show the paint part of this either, because that's, like I said, this video may drag out. So I'm not sure if I'm going to paint these. I'm going to get the oak dining room table out, and then I'm going to turn my shop into a crime scene looking Dexter thing, and we're going to put the tarps up and the covering up and cover everything up. And then we're going to turn into like a little paint shop, open the doors so we get some fresh air. We're gonna spray these, and these are all going to be white. So we're going to try to do it all one time. So I'm trying to time that so I can set the sprayer up one time, do one full dedicated day of painting. So that's what we're doing here. We're gonna assemble this cover, and we're gonna bring probably in the house, let it sit overnight before we because like I said, I'm out of space, so I'm taking stuff and putting it in the house right now. So that's one of the downsides of having a small shop and being very busy. So that's what we're working on now. All right, Scott. Okay, so this video is pretty much done. So we did roughly about 12 covers. I think I ended up being a couple more. And we started on a few others. And at least one dining room table order. And we started two end table orders too. So we have most of the stuff's done. We're not going to show you every step. We had to paint this. The aluminum came in. I got to mount the aluminum on this for the insets on the sides and front. And we're going to be painting this white. Some of the covers were stained. Some were painted. And just finishing up all the details on this one. So this video is pretty much over. It was a lot of work this month. I still have a lot to do. It's been a very hectic month so far. And if you have any questions, let me know. Any things you can recommend to speed up my process besides obviously a bigger shop, but things from a smaller shop standpoint that I can help to speed up, like I said, speed up my processes and be more consistent. I'm always open for input. This has been a very crazy month so far. So hopefully the year stays busy like this. Um, and if you have any questions, I can make my recommendations also. Some hints and tips that I like to do. And it helps me keep my workflow going as quick as possible and as small as possible space. Okay, that's about it. Thanks for watching.